morning thoughts. It's Tuesday morning. You had a long weekend. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. For a lot of us in other parts of the world, that was Labor Day weekend or whatever. It was a 4-day weekend or a 3-day weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. Or some people just had Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. Either ways, shout out to all my working people going back to work this morning. All the students back to school this morning. School is back in effect. Which brings me to this. Kensington Primary School in Portmore in Jamaica, right? This school, the headmistress had kicked a 5-year-old out of the school because she discovered that the child's hair was dreadlocks. Now here's the thing. I looked at the child and I did a video on SouFLoTV where I couldn't tell if the child had dreadlocks or the child had braids, box braids or whatever, because the child's hair was so neatly styled, intricately put together. But this teacher, and it took her a while to discover that it was dreadlocks. That's to show you that this was a deliberate attempt to put some kind of vindictive feeling towards someone with a natural hairstyle, especially the fact that it was dreadlocks. I know a lot of people are saying, yo, it's Jamaica, how come in 2018, dreadlocks, and you're stopping a kid from going to school? Even if it wasn't styled, to me, her parents styled it in a way that I would think they were actually trying to hide it. That's how neat it was styled. Right? Now, fast forward now. This is a follow-up to the video. So, it's back to school, back to school, back to school. The 5-year-old, it took an act of god-dang Congress to get this 5-year-old to stay in school with her dreadlocks. I'm saying to myself, I hope they have a policy there where the school forbids weave, the school forbids wigs, the school forbids fake hair, the school forbids bleaching skin, the school forbids tight clothes or short skirts too revealing anything. I hope that's all a part of their policy. And even so, natural hair, this is a fight against natural hair in a country like Jamaica, where our biggest so-called superhero when it comes to entertainment and known figure globally is a man named Bob Marley with a head full of dreadlocks, unkept dreadlocks. Because Bob didn't believe in twisting out your locks and oiling up the scalp and twist it out some more. You know how certain entertainers, I'm not going to call no name because I realize that some of them are very sensitive, right? But them twist out them locks to the point where it started picky out. Bob wasn't into that. He just believed in free forming and just letting this thing just drop naturally. And this is our icon across the world. Ask them Jamaica, them say, yeah man, Iron Man, One Love, Bob Marley. Anywhere you go in the world. So it's ironic that in 2018, this kind of a mentality is exercised by a headmistress in an institution where our children are going for education. So here we are. This is what bubbles me this morning though. Bubbles my inside. Because we've already covered this story before. But what bubbles my inside this morning now is that, and shout out to the Loop for this one, majority of the parents that were interviewed, because the school principal would not speak to news entities that were inquiring about, okay, so how's this little 5-year-old gonna fare? It's okay for her to come in with her locks now, and what are the new additions to your school policy and dress policy, and are dreadlocks allowed in and all? They didn't want to say anything to anybody. So the Loop stood outside and interviewed parents who were free to speak. And the parents, they found majority of the parents agreed with the school's policy. I know people are saying, why you still have your glasses on, SouFlo? We want to see your eyes, man. I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying and not worry about my eyes. It's early out here in the morning. I'm tired. I just dropped my son to school and I'm heading back home. And I figured I'd stop over here in a parking lot of a Walmart and do my morning videos before I head back into the house, right? So anyways, majority of the parents that were interviewed said they are all for the school policy. Matter of fact, they went as far as to say, imagine this, in 2018, they went as far as to say this. If that's the school policy, no dreadlocks allowed, and you feel like you don't want to abide by it, then find some other school to take your child to. Yeah. That's why in my head I'm screaming, what is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? Why? Why can't you people stand up for each other? Why can't you stand up for each other and say, look, a child's hairstyle, especially in a natural form, how this little girl's hair was, does not warrant her being kicked out of the school or told not to come to school. Matter of fact, you are wrong. Matter of fact, we want that teacher, that principal gone. This should be about education. This shouldn't be about banning a natural hairstyle from the school. I'm sure they don't say anything when the kids come to school permed out. There should be a policy against that. Like, why do you perm your kids' hair when they're so young? A poisonous, potent chemical like that. And there's no policy against that, right? But there's a policy against a natural hairstyle. We teach our children to hate themselves from early, and then wonder why by the time they reach the age where it's important for them to be accepted by their peers, the 14, 15, 16s, we start seeing a whole lot of fake hair and bleached out skin and certain risque kinds of dressing, because this is what we've imposed on these children from a young age. What kills me, though, that majority of the parents interviewed actually said they agree with the school and take your child someplace else if you don't like it. That's sad. That's sad. That speaks to the larger picture here. Classism in Jamaica, but it also speaks to not just classism, it also speaks to another problem in Jamaica where the people, majority of the people, just go along with whatever is put out there. They just eat up or drink up whatever they're given. And that's why we're in the condition that we're in. They're afraid to hold people in a position of authority accountable. So when they don't do their jobs or when they do it the wrong way, they just agree with them. And if you stand out and say, look, no, that's not right, then you become the enemy, right? Well, you take your child to another school then. I'm going to close this video out by telling you this right here that a lot of you don't know, all right? Rasta is not really liked in Jamaica like that by a lot of people. I want to say upper class, but I know Rastas that rub elbows with upper class. So I'm going to say Rasta, the hairstyle, is not liked by a lot of people in Jamaica. This ain't nothing made up. This is facts I'm telling you. You see, especially the elders, our elders came up with the whole 40 leg in your head, you're unclean and unkept, right? Or when you smell better than them, they'll still look at you and frown up like they smell poop, doo-doo, just because of what's been placed in their mind. And don't forget, there was a fight The older Rastafarians can tell you that there was a serious fight. They used to get beat down, box down, kick up, hold down, trim. Had to run away and live in the bushes just to be able to practice that lifestyle right there. Okay? So, not practice, but just to be able to live that lifestyle right there. They like everything about Rasta now, except for how Rasta looks. And they want no remnants of how Rasta looks, except for on Bob Marley or on some famous singer. And even our famous singers, they have to twist it out to the bottom of the root. They can't come with another Bob Marley style again. Check it if you think I'm lying. It's sad. It's sad. My people need to understand that justice for one, or justice for all, or justice for none. Justice for all or justice for none. So you stand there talking about, if you don't like it, find somewhere else to take your child. Okay? You're hurting yourself and you don't even know it. In the long run, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. It's SouFLoTV, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave your comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Should they have a policy that bans perming the hair if they're going to have a policy that bans wearing natural hair in the style of dreadlocks? Don't perm it, don't press it, don't do nothing to it. Come naturally with it, styled in an acceptable style then. If you're going to ban dreadlocks on a child, stop a child from getting an education at your institution. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even want my child going to that school anymore, knowing that this is who is in charge there. Now, let me end the video now by saying have a beautiful day, have a wonderful day, have a productive, progressive day. Love yourself today. Take care of yourself and your health today. Health is wealth. I'm not going to say it again. Actually, I am. Health is wealth. Take care of your health today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Take care of your health today. All right? Be conscious of what you eat, put in your body. Your food is your medicine. Make your food be your medicine, or else you're going to be having medicine as your food. I'm out. Peace.